The man accused for the Alabama bonfire shooting that left 3 injured and a cheerleader dead now faces a murder charge. We'll have the latest. Prince Andrew isn't leaving his mansion without a fight. The Sun reported that the disgraced royal has agreed to vacate his 30-room royal lodge, despite his lease, which lasts until 2078. A couple in Wyoming County is taking senior dogs out of shelters and placing them in what they call forever fosters. And they are covering all the expense. We'll have more. All coming your way next on TVM.
Good afternoon and welcome to TVM News. Today is Friday, October 31st, 2025. My name is Caitlin Klotz and happy Halloween. This week we have news on the bonfire shooting in Alabama. We'll be checking in with Charlotte Rocher with updates on next week's weather forecast, along with sports anchor Vincent Goldschmidt to find out the latest in Marywood and professional sports. The man accused for the Alabama bonfire shooting that left 3 injured and a cheerleader dead now faces a murder charge. Kimber Mills, 18, was shot and killed on October 19th in Pinson, Alabama at a bonfire. The shooting took place at an area locally known as the Pit. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office said the suspect, 27-year-old Stephen Whitehead, showed up at around 12:24 a.m. and fired his gun several times after a verbal and physical fight. Whitehead was charged initially with 3 counts of attempted murder, but prosecutors filed a murder charge after Mills was pronounced dead. George Atkinson, a Super Bowl champion and member of the Raiders' Soul Patrol secondary in the 1970s, has died. The team announced on Monday he was 78. Atkinson played for the Raiders from 1968 to 1977 and had a season with the Denver Broncos before he retired from the NFL. He was a 2-time Pro Bowl selection and the 1968 American Football League Defensive Rookie of the Year. Prince Andrew isn't leaving his mansion without a fight. The Sun reported that the disgraced royal has agreed to vacate his 30-room royal lodge despite his lease, which lasts until 2078. However, the former Duke of York is reportedly demanding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's former UK home, Frogmore Cottage, and Prince William and Kate Middleton's Adeline Cottage for his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson. When we come back, we'll have weather anchor Charlotte Rocher with next week's forecast.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
This time on Munchies and Lunchies, I visited Marywood-Nazareth Hall to try the dining hall, a place where students can get up early for a nutritious breakfast or a late-night meal while they study. This time for lunch, we tried a cheeseburger, buffalo chicken sandwich, and a side of fries. Find out my ratings and more on the newest episode of Munchies and Lunchies. Tune in this Wednesday at 2 p.m. only on the TV-Marywood YouTube page. For TVM News, I'm Felix Latini.
Now we'll turn it over to Charlotte Rocher with this week's weather updates.
Thanks, Katie. Hurricane Melissa has struck Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba with at least 28 deaths. Right now, Melissa is heading to Bermuda, where it will continue up north. Thankfully, up north is colder water, so the hurricane will eventually dissipate. Now, with the local weather, today is a cloudy day with a high of 50 and a low of 40, making this a chilly Halloween. For next week, we're finally going to see the sun. The highs will stay in the lower 50s and the low will sit in the upper 30s. As we head into November, we're going to see the temperatures stay consistently low. With your TVM weather report, this is Charlotte Rocher.
When the Teen Titans go to the movies, they know the best way to travel is safely. To keep your child safe, be sure to use the right car seat for their age and size.
Exactly.
Hollywood, here we come! The Atom has arrived! Have a seat, my dude.
For more information on finding the right seat, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Impressive.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
On to local news. A couple in Wyoming County is taking senior dogs out of shelters and placing them in what they call forever fosters, and they are covering all expenses. Patricia Rogers calls her home the Little Piece of Paradise in rural Pennsylvania. Originally from New Jersey, right outside of New York City, Patricia and her husband Paul moved last year. Seniors are often living on fixated incomes, and the sanctuary fully pays for all veterinary care, food, medications, and monthly preservatives. So for this to keep working, the nonprofit will need to continue to get funding. A lot of it comes out of their own pocket, but Patricia and Paul are always applying for grants and looking for money too. Flames destroyed a home in Columbia County Monday morning. Crews were called to the place along North Market Street around 10 a.m. A neighbor told sources that 2 people who lived in the home made it out safely, but 3 dogs died in the fire. 2 firefighters were taken to the hospital to be evaluated, but were released. And now in Marywood news, are you looking to get into the Halloween spirit? Well, Marywood is hosting Stuff a Plush event today at 3 p.m. You have the option to create a super spooky Frankenbear or a pumpkin cat. The event is being held in the upper part of the Nazareth Center. The annual Advocacy and Social Justice Day programming will take place throughout the day with speakers, workshops, and breakout sessions in each of the spaces reserved in the Swartz Center for Spiritual Life. The location of the events are McGowan Conference Room, Swartz Conference Room C, Swartz Conference Room D, Swartz Conference Room E, and the Swartz Center B tiled area. When we come back, we'll find out more about Marywood and professional sports from Vincent Goldschmidt.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the
Now we'll hear from Vincent Goldschmidt with this week's sports news.
Thanks, Katie. Game 6 of the World Series is set for tonight with the Toronto Blue Jays on the verge of its third World Series title. After splitting the first 2 games in Toronto, the Blue Jays and Dodgers headed west to Los Angeles for games 3 through 5. Game 3 was a marathon, matching the 2018 World Series Game 3 as the longest game in World Series history, going 18 innings. The result was the same as the previous 18-inning showdown, as the Los Angeles Dodgers walked it off with a home run to clinch the win. Despite swinging momentum in its favor after the lengthy win, the Dodgers dropped each of the next 2 games, forcing Los Angeles to fight for its life across the final 2 games. Yoshinobu Yamamoto takes the mound for the Dodgers, looking to force a Game 7, while Kevin Gausman is tasked with closing out the series for Toronto. Throughout the college football season, we've seen a couple of big-name head coaches be relieved of their duties, including James Franklin from Penn State and Billy Napier from Florida. After its blowout loss to Texas A&M, LSU decided it was time to make a change. Sunday head coach Brian Kelly was fired from his role with the Tigers, ending his time at the helm with a 34-14 record across 3+ seasons. LSU entered the season 9th in the nation, but after losses to Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, and Texas A&M, the Tigers were dropped from the national rankings and seemed destined to fall short of the college football playoffs. Kelly joined LSU just 2 years removed from a college football playoff berth with Notre Dame, with the hope that he would follow in the footsteps of LSU's previous 3 head coaches, Ed Ogeron, Les Miles, and Nick Saban, by winning a title in his first 4 seasons with the program. The buyout of Kelly's contract is rumored to be around $54 million. Staying in college, 3 of the Pacers teams have clinched home playoff games in their final year in the Atlantic East Conference. Starting with women's soccer, with a win against Pratt last Saturday, the Pacers clinched the top seed in the AAC before setting a new program record with 16 wins after Wednesday's match against Immaculata. Similarly, field hockey's 3-0 win against Manhattanville last Saturday ensured Marywood had the top spot. As for men's soccer, with the win against Pratt Saturday, the Pacers clinched the 2nd seed in the conference. The playoffs open tomorrow with field hockey hosting Manhattanville, with Tuesday having a soccer doubleheader with the men's team facing Marymount and the women's facing the winner of Gwen Mercy and Pratt. With the latest in sports, I'm Vincent Goldschmidt. TVM-News will return after these messages.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
An Iowa mom is helping brighten Halloween for parents whose babies are in the NICU. Amy Finn delivered costumes to parents on Thursdays at Trinity Bittendorf Hospital. They were put together by volunteers with Project NICU. That's a group that provides everything new parents could need while their premature baby receives care. Amy Finn went through this with her daughter, and now, along with others, the group made a total of 50 costumes, including one that looks like Taylor Swift. But now that's going to do it for this week's edition of TV-Marywood News. Make sure to like and subscribe to the TVM YouTube page to see all of the latest TVM content, and follow the TVM Instagram to stay up to date with everything TVM has to offer. For Vincent Goldschmidt, Charlotte Rocher, and everyone at TVM News, I'm Caitlin Klotz, and have a great Hollow weekend, Marywood.